Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. Thank you so much for being with us today. We're going to be looking at some of the most popular videos on the New Life of Albany channel. Now, I know that we're an extremely small channel. I have no social media presence at all. I'm not on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram to advertise these things. So basically, it's just YouTube, Facebook. We put some stuff on there. We have a little podcast, Biblical Archaeology Today with Steve Waldron, same deal. And we're just grateful anybody watches. We just try to make it a repository of Christian knowledge. So glad you're here. But I thought you might be interested in some of the most popular videos on the channel. And a lot of these still get a lot of views. They're called evergreens in YouTube parlance. So number one by far is Masonic handshakes. And this is a video I did years ago. It says 6 years ago. We've been doing videos about 7 years, 6 years or so with daily. And we're very grateful that God's given us the grace to be able to do that. But so Alex Spooner in 216 was down helping New Life. He and Angela Labunsky, they're wonderful. You wonderful people. He's an IBC student. And so I just did a thing I was seeing all over the internet at that time in 2016 that people were saying that every botched handshake was an example of a Masonic handshake. Now, of course, I know that there are Masonic handshakes. I've studied the Masons and had relatives in the Masons. I know that they have certain things, read so many books on the Masons and all this. My only thing was I was trying to say, look, not every botched handshake. As a pastor, you tend to shake a lot of hands, and you'd be surprised. The great majority of handshakes out there are botched. I mean, they just are. Somebody squeezes too soon and all this. And this is not nefarious in its purpose. That was the only thing I was saying. I've been accused probably on a weekly basis anyhow, probably more than that, of being in the Illuminati, a master mason, blah, blah. It's really given me a mind into conspiracy theorist instead of a historian's viewpoint and stuff. But Masonic handshakes with 311,000 views still by far our most popular video. Probably gets 100 views a day, maybe more. I don't know. It varies back and forth. Second is the famous penny shaved is a penny earned joke under the title World's Funniest Christian Joke. It still gets a lot of views. Done 5 years ago. 55,000 views. Now, like I said, we're extraordinarily small channel. We've got well over 5,000 videos, and less than 50 currently have over 10,000 views. So that's small time. What's the best study Bible? I used to sell Bibles for Berean Christian Store, 48,000. I'm always shocked too how many of them gain popularity. I had a severe case of Bell's palsy many years ago, and so many of our most popular videos were filmed when I had Bell's palsy. So anyhow, number 4 is errors in the New King James Version of the Bible. This was a little booklet I wrote in the early, probably 2004, 5, 6 era. I had it published a little bit, and then I have it, and I just haven't got it republished. It's still fairly good, but 35,000 views. The Jimmy Swaggart Expositor's Study Bible Revised KJV reviewed, 31,000 views. What's the best Bible translation? Done 5 years ago. Jimmy Swaggart was 6. New King James Errors was 5. What's the best Bible translation? 27,000 views. And then I did a series on the difference, and they seem to do real well, and they still get quite a few views. The difference between apostolic churches and the Assembly of God, 26,000 views, done 5 years ago. The Holy Bible, 1611 King James Version, 400th Anniversary Edition, over 30 pounds. This was a real replica from Great Site Marketing, and 25,000 views. That was done 4 years ago. What's the difference between Pentecostal and Charismatic churches? 22,000 views, 5 years ago. A review of the New Living Translation of the Bible, 22,000 views. That was done 6 years ago. What's the difference between apostolic churches and Southern Baptist churches? 20,000 views. That was done 5 years ago. A review of the NASB, 18,000 views. That was done 6 years ago. I've done several on the NASB because they, have had redos and all this. Review of the English Standard Version of the Bible, ESV, 6 years ago, 18,000 view. An overview of differences in denominations, 17,000 views 5 years ago, still does pretty good. Now, when I did that video, I was like, okay, because I worked at Berean Christian stores, and so I was acquainted with the vast, wide array of various Christianities out there. And so when I did it, I felt really good about it. It's got 17,000 views. 4 essential tools for effective Bible study, 16,000 views 5 years ago. A comparison of the King James Bible and the Christian Standard Bible. This is the first. I've done several comparisons, I think 16,000 views. How to use the Thompson Chain Reference Bible, 16,000 views. That was done 5 years ago. That actually caught on with a Thompson Chain Facebook group, and they would come on the channel, let me know how much they appreciated it. The King James Study Bible, full color, large print by Thomas Nelson, done 4 years ago, 16,000 views. Some of the best Bible commentaries we've gone through basically every Bible commentary that's currently in print that we can find. And so this is under like our book reviews, Pastor Waldron's library and all that. You may want to check that out. Some of the best Bible commentaries, 16,000 views. The MEV, appreciate Andrew Romine sharing with him about the MEV 6 years ago, 16,000 views. The CSB, review of the CSB, Christian Standard Bible, 16,000 views. The Jeremiah Study Bible, NKJV by David Jeremiah, 5 years ago, 15,000 views. And then the Ruckman Reference Bible. I noticed this, YouTube sends you like a top 50 thing. I noticed this in the top 50 a lot. 15,000 views 5 years ago. Review of the New World Translation, 15,000 views 5 years ago. I'll just do a few more here. Comparison of Oneness and Trinitarian Doctrine, 13,000 views 5 years ago. Dake's Annotated Study Bible, 14,000 views 6 years ago. What is a Baptist? 14,000 views 5 years ago. And the Lost Books of the Bible, Forgotten Books of Eden, Are They Inspired? 14,000 views 5 years ago. And then one last one we'll do. There's several. How to Use the Strong's Exhaustive Concordance of the Bible, 13,000 views 4 years ago. The earliest one I see on here is 2 years ago. What is the Strong Delusion in 2 Thessalonians, 12,000 views. I did notice that during the COVID lockdowns and stuff, some of ours, especially on prophecy, like that, What's the Strong Delusion, 2 Thessalonians, really got a lot of views. But anyhow, just tons of them on here. But we appreciate you watching, and if this is your first time, please hit subscribe, bell notification, join us daily, and check out our other videos. And join us over on Facebook and Biblical Archaeology Day podcast with Steve Waldron. God bless. We love you.